Just about ready for baseball on MLB Network as you get a look at beautiful Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Boston, center fielder Kevin Kiermaier.
And we are underway from Yankee Stadium. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And we should see some 90s as we go forward. 88 degrees our game time temperature. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Well, a pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in. To me, it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Kevin Kiermaier goes down for the first out of the game. Jason Hayward comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Swing and a liner. 1 out, nobody on. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. A fastball that just misses inside. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch outs that begin the ball game.
Batting third.
Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. He averaged just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or 2 in this one could put him up over the top. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Here's Gerard Dyson. Towards second. And a diving effort there from Kinsler, but it'll go for not a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. Digging in, Brandon Crawford, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, HR. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, this is the club that's in the middle of the season now, and we've been watching them up and down. They're in 3rd place. They got to get on a roll because you got to track 2 teams down now. Got to put themselves in a situation where can't lose many games moving forward.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. On the ground to third. This has it. Kinsler for 1. On to Freeman, and they get the double play. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Fouled straight back.
That's a huge double play. You had a chance to have some runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Now all of a sudden you got to run at third base with 2 outs. This is where the hitters got to lock in and say, I'm picking us up anyway. He's putting on a little bit of a pitching clinic now. Look, he gives up.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning.
Come on, man. Right there.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Cabrera has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Here's the first pitch to him. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is popped up. Back behind second. There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. A swing and a shot hit down the third. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Here's Brock Holt now. He enters play in this one with his batting average up over the 320 mark. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. 2-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss and a ball down. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side.
Okay, I'm not stressing it. It's a bad misplaced ball. Wasn't that
Here's Neil Walker. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Second baseman, Neil.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
That was a beautiful pitch, Matt, particularly in this ballpark. The ball flies here in this park, so he's going to have to keep the ball down. If he doesn't, we're going to see a lot of balls in the air deep for homers.
Holt backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Batting sixth.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And striding in is the left fielder, Melky Cabrera. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Popped up. Kinsler is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Pomerantz is ready. Here's the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. 1-2, here it comes. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. Russell Martin now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He waits. Now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line. And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the... Here's Javier Baez. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s.
Third baseman, Javier Baez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Ready now, Brian McCann, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Hit hard to the right side. Gloved by Walker. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Striding in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-0 delivery. And he falls behind now, 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs. So there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Left fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now there's a swing by Hayward as he pitches this ball out to deep right field. Here's Mookie Betts. First time up, he went down looking.
Mookie Betts.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-2 one more time. Line to the right side. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Rusney Castillo. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Rusney Castillo.
Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there, base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd. Coming to the plate now, Gerard Dyson. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here it comes on 0-2. On the ground up the middle. And he is out on the tag. On to first, but good hustle as he's able to avoid the double play here. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And stepping in, the slip fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Now a move over to first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
We get a break,
Edwin
man.
Encarnacion now.
First baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted it inside with good hard stuff.
The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Gonzalez. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Ready for another chance? Neil Walker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Come on, man. I read that, man.
And the inning is over.
Hold on.
In now, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch of the inning misses here to the. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is fouled at the plate. Here it comes. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Ian Kinsler comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Down and away, 1 ball and no strike. 1-0 pitch on the way. Fouled back. A 1-1 home to Kinsler. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Aaron Hicks is on deck. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. Standing in, Aaron Hicks. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Looking at the first pitch for a strike, then takes a swing, and now you find yourself down 0-2. He's just got a battle. Spread out, get ready to swing at anything close, and make sure you don't get called out on a third strike.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Here's Melky Cabrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The fourth for the Yankees, left fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success. The
windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
This has turned into quite an at-bat. That's 5 foul balls. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Another 0-2 home. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off there after the fourth.
No power hitters. No power hitters.
Stepping in, Mike Moustakas. He singled his last time up. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. The 0-1 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that misses 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Too high. Ball 3. Full count. Here it comes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
The catcher, number 55.
Digging in, Russell Martin. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a high pop-up.
All day pop-ups, man.
Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2. Into the box now, Rusney Castillo, a base hit in his first trip. He's set, and the pitch. Castillo a little too early on this one as this is whipped foul down the line and out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. Let's try it again. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Again, he sends it out of play. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Another one sent foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up.
They on the curveball?
Ball 2.
What do you talk about fighting? He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Baez able to get there. Throw in time and decided. Here's Brock Holt now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shortstop, Brock Holt.
Into the windup and the pitch. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
Drilled on the ground is short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So coming to the plate, Javier Baez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is fouled back and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And the quick hands of Baez a little too quick that time as he pulls this one foul out of play. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a neck-high fastball that time. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch on its way. Runner goes for second. Fouled back. Fastball called for strike 2. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Another try at 2-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Center fielder, Gerard.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Popped in the air back behind short. Oh, beautiful dive. Fantastic effort, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Ready for another shot now. Brandon Crawford. A hit in 2 tries so far. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
I'm set with the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Dyson off for second. Now Crawford swings and pulls this one on the ground to second. And Kinsler will flip it onto first for out number 1. Edwin Encarnacion now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Encarnacion for the second out. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Pomeranz sets. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Set to deliver the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over.
It's like every hit that I'm making.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Comes in 1 for 2 with
the left fielder, number 22.
Hansel Robles takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 47, Hansel.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. Riding in once again, Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. He's ready. Now the pitch. Is a swing and a high pop-up. Robles is there for it. 1 away. Digging in once again, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hello?
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kipp.
Yes. Do you need any more or no? You good. Alright, so 101st and first. Okay, 10 again. And First Avenue, 101st. Sneakers. Okay.
Ian Kinsler.
He's set. Here it comes. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Hicks. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Outside, 2-1. Here it comes. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away. Into the windup and the pitch. Brock Holt stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup. You got to make a better pitch. You got away with one right there.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Dyson on the run. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Neil Walker. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Second baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah,
there's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and he's going to have room
Not
to
strong.
put
I
this
got
one
strong
away,
plays,
and that's
man.
the first out.
I'm getting good hits.
Digging in and looking for more, Melky Cabrera. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. This one's flared toward left center. Kiermaier coming on. 2 gone. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Hayward on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side.
Our hitters.
Ready for another shot now. Javier Baez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Hard hit at third. Moustakas has it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another chance. Brian McCann, a hit in 2 tries so far. And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. Hard hit towards center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, and he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there. Ready once again, Kevin Kiermaier. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0. For McCann, he's at second with his 4th double here on the season. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Grounded foul. Here's the 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Digging in to try it again. Jason Hayward. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. There is Cabrera as he takes this one in, and the inning is over. Standing in, Russell Martin. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball hit in the air to straight.
Finally,
this is carrying well out of here. So coming to the plate, Rusney Castillo. He's singled.
They always make their comeback at the end. I guess when the pitch is tired and their contact makes more contact. It's like I can't get nothing with this guy. No, this is where the ball I hit the
wind
ball.
up and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. This is on the ground over the first. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. Digging in, Brandon Crawford. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings on the first pitch as this is popped high into the air on the left side. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2. Edwin Encarnacion now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Now a throw over to first. 2 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Early. That's early. Here's
Mookie Betts. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Mookie Betts.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Digging in, Freddie Freeman. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring from the stretch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And this is going to be a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hard on the ground toward short, and that'll be another base hit as it's through into left, so it's 2 straight knocks to start the 8th. Second baseman Ian Kinsler. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
Kinsler.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Cabrera racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Designated hitter, Aaron Hicks.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That is power versus power. Here it is. Here's my best fastball. I'm going to get it up in the zone. I dare you to hit.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it. And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Brock Holt. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. At the plate, Javier Baez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Skied into straightaway right. Gonzalez has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home, and he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brian McCann, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Back goes Gonzalez, still going back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And, boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Boy, they have just not pitched well at all in this game. I mean, anytime you give up double digits, the pitching coach starts looking over his shoulders like, hey, ain't my fault.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the Sox. Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll see what he can do leading off the home aid.
Right fielder.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielder. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Here's Neil Walker, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Betts has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Settling in now, Melky Cabrera. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Runner at first here, 1 man out. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping up now, Mike Moustakas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And he will get there to make the running play. Ready now.
Leading off for the Redsox. Right fielder.
Felipe Rivero comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 73, Felipe Rivero. Now playing shortstop.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And now a pitch on the way. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Here's the pitch. And here's one that misses as the count moves to 2-1 on the Boston right fielder. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out. Into the box. Freddie Freeman. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And the pitch. And he takes strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
That was a tough pitch to spoil right there. 2-strike changeup on the corner. Tough pitch fell off.
So he sets him down swinging. Freddie Freeman goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th. Hit on the ground is short. Fielded by Hechavarria. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends. Now batting, Russell Martin. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Tap down the line. But that one rolls foul. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters. Here, 1 away.
A designated hitter.
Into the windup and the pitch. The pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Gerard Dyson. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He hit the corner and tries for third. Dyson takes the dirt at third. He wants it all. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout.
All day pop.
And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. And the Red Sox were led offensively this afternoon by this man, Ian Kinsler. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
Hey, you could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Our paid attendance at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 53,325. The Yankees and Red Sox thank you for your patronage and remind you to buckle up and have a great rest of the afternoon.
Chorus. Chorus.